I'm so scared.
What is up, everybody? So tonight we're gonna be playing in silence. So two things that are gonna jump scare you in this game. One is you might open a drawer in one of the houses that has a jack-in-the-box, and so when you open the drawer, it pops out and makes a lot of noise, right? I guess sometimes it could be on a shelf too, so that's the one jump scare. And the other jump scare obviously is Rake, the big monster that is super sensitive to sound and will come running if you just get too loud. What we're going to do in the single player game is we have to repair the car. That means, so when I start the game, we'll be spawned right next to the car. The headlights will be on, so you'll have an idea of where it is as you kind of wander away from it, because you got to get back to it. It needs parts in order to get going. It needs, first and foremost, a key, right? It needs a key. Second thing is it needs a can of gas, and then it needs 3 tires. These 5 items are going to be scattered around the map. And on the map, there are a couple tents, there are 3 houses, and there is a barn. And these items could be in any of them. And you can only carry 2 things at a time. What you want to do is, there are other things you can pick up in the game, such as some sort of camouflage. It's basically like a bush that you can put in front of you to help distract Rake. A scarecrow, which will also distract Rake. I basically just stayed crouched and walked slowly along in the shadows from house to house and building to building. So that was pretty much the safest way to play in silence. Here we go. So Rake, he's very sound sensitive, but if you're in the light, it's much easier for him to find you. So you want to try to stay in the shadows as best you can. The stone, you can throw a stone by hitting T on your keyboard. You throw a stone in some direction and he will inevitably go towards it. So now at least you know where he is. And maybe, you want to head another direction. So down on the bottom of the screen, you see 2 items, because you have 2 inventory spots, and the flashlight does not consume an inventory spot. So that's good. The other inventory spot right now is open, and one of them you see a bear trap. It started me with a trap. Now the traps can be important. Rake cannot jump over them. You can put a trap at the doorway so that if you were to make a noise, he would get caught in the trap. He will f that trap up, but you'll buy yourself a moment to go, a little bit away from where you were, where that sound was, and crouch behind something, or if you have camouflage, use that, whatever, just try to hide. So you can see, so it says I need 1 key, 1 battery. I think I forgot the battery when I was talking about that before. 1 key, 1 battery, 3 wheels, and a fuel. And they could be anywhere. They could be in the houses. They could be on the main floor. They could be in the upfloor. They could be in the basement. They could be in the barn. The houses are always on the perimeter. The barn is usually in the center. So you see that really faint red light? It tells you the direction of the armory, which is the second way that you can play this game. You typically are going to want to do this if you are playing with a group, because what you can do is you can actually hunt Rake. So if you find the armory, it has a lock on it with a 4-digit code, and the code is symbolized by an X, a triangle, a square, and I think a circle. And those symbols are going to be around the map, usually in a house or in a barn, and on a wall, typically, something to that effect. You can see the icon next to the 2, you see that little microphone. And there's that bar, that vertical bar above it. As I am louder, that will start to go up. And I want to avoid that. But what I'm headed for is right where that little white dot on the screen is. I see some kind of a light. I believe that is probably a house. It makes sense because it's pretty far away. I'm just going to head straight in that direction. I have 0 idea where Rake is, but it's okay, because I'm not making any sound anyway. So there he is. You guys can see him right there. So he's going that direction. So I'm perfectly fine over here, as long as I'm just being careful about what I'm stepping on. Again, I'm walking slowly because this is the pace that it moves when you're crouching. One other good thing about Rake is that he's very loud when he walks. Like, he stomps. Now in the house, I'm gonna want to put the light on, because the last thing you want to do is step on one of those squeaky toy bears. All right, so there's, looks like a couple of batteries. I'm gonna head upstairs. There's a stupid bear. So let me hug the outside here. The other vertical bar on the side of the number one, my number one inventory spot, is the battery in my flashlight. So the more you use your flashlight, obviously that's going to go down. And if you can find batteries, you can't really use them until you are out of juice in this your flashlight. But it's good to know that they're there when you need them. So hopefully, I'm going to open these drawers. I'm not going to find a jack-in-the-box thing. If I do, he will come right to the spot. So what I want to do is basically like go run in that corner, like near that plant or something. I don't hear him, and I will quickly try to get down the steps and get back into the shadow. There we go. Just like in many other games, you hold shift to run, but you cannot outrun Rake no matter how hard you try. So but here's a tire, so I can take a wheel. All right, so now I got a tire. If I find something in that house, that surprised the hell out of me. You can use the scarecrow to distract him as well. Right, so we're gonna keep going. Oop, I see a can of gas. I'm gonna need to drop the bear trap. All right, so we're gonna take the fuel. Oh, there's the car key. That means there's 2 tires and a battery left to find. So I'm gonna leave that drawer open, and the battery is not gonna be in a drawer, and neither are the tires. So I don't need to check drawers anymore. Is that a battery? What is that? Oh, that's a. Oh. One thing you also want to do is, I'm in the shadows because his thing is hearing, but if you're standing in the light, he will you up. You can use your flashlight to blind him, but he can see that you're in the light. He's headed right to where I want to go. So I'm gonna throw a stone that way. First, we'll put in the gas. Okay. Get the gas. We can do a tire next. All right, we're good.
You all by yourself tonight.
You. Hey. You suck.
Hey!
Yeah, you win.
I got you again.
A can of fuel. There's the battery. Sweet. So the only thing I need left to find are the 2 tires. And then I need to go back and get the key. There's a dog in this game in a crate. And
that would throw me.
you can, apparently if you free the dog will lead you back to where the car is for if you get lost. Whew. Damn. So I'll have 1 more tire, and then I think just the key left. I know where the key is. There he is. All right, so there's a tent, so I just need to keep walking this direction, and the house is on the other side of the tent. That's the key, and then I just need to get back to the car. There's the key. All right, we're good. We just need to get back to the car alive. Tire, there we go. And that's it. Literally, the most anticlimactic ending.